talk about this guitar because I always get a lot of comments about this guitar whenever I use it in a video. Mostly just questions about what is it? And this is a 1965, 66 maybe, Gibson folk singer. They only made them for a little while. And basically it's kind of the shape of a classical guitar. A lot of folk artists were using classical guitars. I think they were probably putting steel strings on it. This has always been designed to have steel strings on it. But it's got a wider neck like a classical guitar. The body shape is shaped like a classical guitar. So it actually fits really nice. If you've got bigger hands, it's really great for that. One of the things that they did at Gibson, which, because, you know, I think I imagine some old man saying, I'm going to use my old voice. I should just talk normal because I'm an old man. But I'm going to use my old man voice. Some executive at Gibson Guitars probably said something like, these kids today, they're using something called plectrums. They're going to scratch up the guitar tops. We need to cover the guitar in plastic to protect it from the plastic picks. So that was my old man voice. So actually, this guitar originally came with two pick guards, one below and above. When I bought it, it was missing the bottom one already. So I've never owned this guitar with the bottom pick guard. So it kind of looks like I'm playing a left-handed guitar. It looks like it's upside down, but it's really not. It's just missing the bottom pick guard. Okay, so enough of that. Let me talk about my favorite 12/8 groove. And 12/8 is basically just a meter, and it's 12 eighth notes. And usually, almost always, you group those eighth notes up in quarter notes. So it's 3 times 4 quarter notes, so you get 4 beats in a triplet feel. So you might count it like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, or you might count it 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. There's multiple ways to count it and think of it. And you could just count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But that's a lot of talking for a rhythm. So normally, if you were to play it, you know, any groove, normally on a downbeat, you would start with a down strum. So if you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, that would be fine. Problem is I wanted to have a snare hit on 2 and 4, and the problem with that is with this groove, when you get to the 2 and when you get to the 4, both of those in 12/8 are upstrokes, not downstrokes like they normally would be. So, you know, on a standard 4/4 groove, I might do something like, right? That was the standard folk groove that we did a while ago, and I'm using my, you know, the combination of hitting the strings and muting at the same time to create that snare hit. I talk about that in one of my videos as well, called the snare hit. Okay, so how do I can't do a snare hit with an upstroke. I mean, I could. It's just really awkward, and I've just never got good at it. So I was good at a snare hit with a downstroke. So I figured out that if I start the 12/8 pattern with an upstroke, I could put a snare hit on 2 and 4, because both of those now would be downstrokes. So I would change it from 1, you know, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, to up, down, down. Oops, sorry, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that when you do the down, up, down, you're actually on 2 and 4. So that would sound like, I'll do it really slow so you can see what I'm talking about. Up, down, up, snare, up, down, up. And I noticed it's kind of a common feel. I mean, it's kind of a common feel like in Gipsy Kings type music, like flamenco type music. Also, I might often for recordings for movies or games or whatever, I might actually use a pick on a flamenco guitar and do that pattern on a flamenco guitar, and it sounds great. But faster, it really comes to life. Really sounds good. So basically what I did was then I just reversed where I started. It's very contrarian because you don't naturally play an upstroke to start a strumming groove. You usually start on a downstroke. So that's where it takes a while to kind of get this. And you're probably going to want to start, first off, by getting the 12/8 pattern down. You can start with a downstroke. And you can kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm basically playing A minor to C to kind of an F major 7. I'll put the chord diagrams up. To E7. Okay, F major 7, but I'm not playing the bottom string. I'm not playing a full bar. I'm just playing this one. Start with that pattern with just the downstroke. Down, up, down, up, down. And it's important, like I said, to change chords so you know where 1 is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Because with 12 beats, it's really easy to lose where you are in the pattern. Especially when you're trying to talk and play at the same time. Okay, so once you have that down, then you can practice strumming starting with the upstroke. And you'll notice it sounds subtly different. Something about it just automatically sounds more Spanish to me. You know, it just sounds more Spanish to me to start with the upstroke. Probably because of the Gipsy Kings and so many of the patterns that, so many flamenco songs, you know, song forms are in triplet feels. They're often in 6/8 or 12/8. So it's very, very common to have a triplet feel. And so that's, to me, that's why it kind of has that Spanish flavor to it. So then once you have that down, then maybe you can implement that snare hit. Now, one thing that I'm doing, I like the feel of missing that downstroke after the first upstroke. So I'm not necessarily always going up, snare, up, down, snare, up, down. I might be going up, snare. Okay, so I'm missing the strings on that downstroke. So it sounds like this. So I'll do both so you can hear it. And I'll stay on the A minor chord. Hitting every single eighth note of the 12, whether it be with a strum or with a snare hit. All 12 of them are being hit. However, I like to kind of miss that second strum in between the down 1, right after 1 and right after 3. So it sounds like this. I'll stay on A minor. It's just more lifty. It's like you're doing 2 upstrokes in a row. It just kind of has this lift to it that just feels great to me. And once you start playing it, you can really feel that lift too. It's like your body language starts to imitate your strumming. So. So let me do the pattern really slow, and you can just the pure, I'll just do pure 12/8, and we're going to go ahead and change from A minor to E. I want to keep it a little simpler than that chord progression because I want you to concentrate on the right hand, not the left hand so much. However, I do want to change chords so you know where the downbeat is, because when you've got 12/8 notes, it's really easy to lose track of where 1 is. Okay, that's the most important thing. You want to be able to circle around and never lose track of where the beat is. Okay, and remember, we're really counting this in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, dun, 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 right? It's a triplet feel, but ultimately the big picture is it's 4/4. Okay, so here's starting with a downstroke, A minor to E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do the same pattern, but we're going to start with an upstroke, okay? So we're going to do up, 2, okay? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This with the metronome. Now you can feel 4, 1, 2. You can feel those. Put accents if you want to. On 2 and 4. Okay. Now I'm going to add the snare hit on 2 and 4. So check this out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With an upstroke, okay? So it's kind of weird, but I think once you get it down, it almost makes more sense. I almost have a hard time playing 12/8 starting with a downstroke anymore with this. Now 12/8 is also kind of a blues shuffle. That's also 12/8. So if I play all of the 8th notes, it sounds like this. It's not just a Spanish feel or an acoustic feel. It's a very common meter in blues music. All right, well, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Go ahead and hit the bell if you want to get notifications and all that. And I understand if you don't. I will be trying to post at least once a week. New videos, so you can if you do hit the bell, it won't be bugging you all the time, okay? God bless you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.